Sup, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hopefully, you're having a good one. Today, we're talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine, which is a rapper I have not talked about in quite some time. But the reason I'm talking about him today, and I know, yes, you may be thinking, oh, Sunny V2 released a video about it. I basically I didn't steal it, I borrowed the idea. And it gave me a topic to talk about that was kind of understanding like why some of these rappers who back in 2016, 2017, that like people like Designer and Lil Pump, rappers that were everywhere in the scene back in the day, have fallen off like just off a fucking cliff. Like just today I was on the phone call with my friend and he was telling me that about Lil Pump 2, and I never even fucking heard that record even come out. And it came out like in like 2023, and as we end 2024 going into 2025, this is the first time I ever heard of it, and it gave me an idea to kind of talk about, rappers with the biggest fall-offs, and no better important to think than Tekashi 6ix9ine. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So if you don't know about Tekashi 6ix9ine, you're either probably very young or you obviously don't listen to rap music. But Tekashi 6ix9ine was a rapper that was everywhere. He had a song that was out. It was called fucking Gummo. And that song came out, I think, like mid to late 2017, early 2018. And he was everywhere. Like this was featured on fucking World Star Hip Hop. So this is what kind of got like his name out there. And that song was everywhere. He had a song called Kuda and had a song called Fifi and a few other just like gibberish songs that he had. But Gummo was the one that got him into the spotlight. That song. And then he had an album that he released called Dummy Boy, which came out, I think, October 2018. And this was like his first major record label deal and supposedly made up to about, I don't know, $10 million from that. He also had just a bunch of money from the song Gummo and money from like deals and industry stuff. I mean, he's also someone who, like on Instagram, he would flex his jewelry, because this was back when hype beast culture was like a big thing, and he was definitely part of the hype beast culture. He had the puppet from the Saw as one of his chains and all that shit, and he'd spend money on security, even though he would rap about gang life and gang violence and all that stupid shit, but he would rap about that, but spend all his money on security, so people would kind of clown him for it, And then obviously, the big thing was he ended up, he was just doing stints and crimes. Like he would be driving without a license, and then the big one, probably the most infamous one, is the girl who was underage, which was in one of his videos or whatnot. He got arrested for that and was potentially at the time on facing being registered as a sex offender. I don't know if he ended up being labeled as one, but if he did, y'all can clarify in the comments for me if he did. I honestly don't even remember. I remember he's hearing the case and he ended up going to prison for that crime, and then a few other crimes like gang-related crimes he got committed, and that's obviously where the infamous 6ix9ine's a snitch case came from. So that's where from all the gang stuff, because his game Treyway, that was the one he snitched on, and they were all like threatening his life and everything as well. That was a huge story that I don't think most people really hear about nowadays. And going further back on the whole snitching thing, he was originally facing up to 47 years in prison, and he ended up, I think, getting like 2 years. And that's why the whole snitching case thing was so famous. That's why people clown him, like, oh, you're a fucking snitch. And then he went on Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast and said, yes, I snitched. Yes, I fucking snitched. I snitched proudly. I'm like, bro, really? Like, this dude is probably the most ultimate clown imaginable. And combine that along with a slew of other cases And then once he went to prison, and then obviously the changing of the game, with the game changing as much as it has, his rap career would slowly start to fall off. He would release a song, I think for the first time in 2 years since the album release of Dummy Boy, and it would garner some attention, but nowhere near the amount that he used to get. And then I think he even released an album not this past year, either this year or last year, and it just did not do any numbers whatsoever. He had an album back in 2020. It was called Tattle Tales, and that was making fun of himself for being a snitch. That's why he said that. He's like, yeah, I snitched proudly. But he had an album that came after that I had no idea about, and I don't think anyone in the rap game did. They're like, huh? Like they don't listen to, like, how culture is. They switch up on everything nowadays. Like they'll be listening. Oh, if you're not like Kanye West or Kendrick Lamar, or hell, even if you're fucking Drake, you're not staying relevant in the game that long. And Tekashi 6ix9ine just fell off. And with this fall off and his ridiculous spending that he would do for God knows what purpose, he is on the verge of bankruptcy and is in, I think, near $20 million in debt. So he and Kamala Harris have something in common. They're both $20 million in debt. But, it is what it is. It's kind of sad to see people who want to have a long career just fuck up their career by being a dumbass. It's always so sad to see that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just always like very sad to see a fall off like that, like a big, huge like fall from grace. But that's what happens when you commit crimes and basically rat on people just because why the hell not? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you look hard. You're not hard for it. You're just a dumbass. Usually, oh, but I got like federal agents outside my house. Like, bitch, shut the hell up. Like you do have federal agents because you committed a slew of crimes that you were able to like suck up to the feds so you can get out instead of got 2 years, and instead of you got 47 years of prison for a slew of many crimes and the entourage that you had at the restaurant that night. But it is like I said, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Well, that's all I'm really gonna say for this video. Tekashi 6ix9ine is a rapper who I believe has the potential to have the biggest downfall in rap history, and I don't think there will be anything close to it. But yeah, that's all I really have to say for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying all the new content coming out. A lot of these videos that I've been working really hard on, trying to get a lot of stuff ready for you guys just to enjoy and all that good stuff. 2025 is going to be a very interesting year for myself and for a lot of people. New presidency, coming off of the last 4 years of everything, and then obviously with everything changing up, like culture always changes, the internet always changes. Everyone's using ChatGPT to cheat their way through school. Basically, I can make a whole video on that too if y'all want to hear about that. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.